Sarah, what was that about earlier? You're joking, right? Surely.
Megan, thank you for today. What do you mean? Joking about what?
About the BMW. You're just showing off, right? Someone like you driving such a car? It's so ridiculous. Like casting pearls before swine, right? Or what's that saying? A pig that can't fly is just a pig?
I'm not sure what you're talking about, but you haven't changed. My car purchase doesn't concern you, does it?
If it was a normal car, it wouldn't. But a BMW, that's a luxury import, right? That's why everyone was so excited. Even I've heard of those. Why would you drive something like that?
Well, why? Because I love cars.
Huh? Just for that reason? Well, I like them too.
Yes, though I've actually never seen you driving.
That's just a coincidence. I've been busy with Kevin and everything.
I'm not married yet, and I really love cars. Buying this car by the time I turned 30 was my goal. It was a bit delayed, but I finally achieved it, so I'm just really looking forward to the delivery.
Well, that's true, since you're not married yet. Poor thing. All you can do is work.
Yes, that's right. So can you please leave my only hobby alone? I don't want to deal with your complaints.
I'm not complaining, but wow, I didn't know. Sarah, you earn that much? When did you become so rich? Getting a car before us? How cheeky.
I don't know what to say to being called cheeky.
Brian loves cars too, you know. Yet his sister gets ahead of him. Have you thought about your brother's feelings at all?
Why is my brother suddenly involved? If I had to worry about my brother, I wouldn't be living my own life. I'll do what I want while I'm single. If you're just going to complain, I have nothing else to discuss with you. Excuse me.
You're always so cold. I'm just trying to have a conversation. But fine, be that way.
I'm not being cold. I'm being reasonable. There is a difference.
Whatever, I was just surprised, that's all. I mean, a BMW, that's a car that celebrities drive.
It's just a car that I've saved up for and nothing more. I work hard and I don't have many expenses. This is what I choose to spend my money on.
But why a BMW? There are plenty of normal cars that look nice too.
I've loved BMWs since I was a teenager. The engineering, the design, the driving experience, I've researched them for years. This isn't some impulsive purchase.
Must be nice to have so much money to throw around. Some of us have real responsibilities, you know.
I'm not discussing my finances with you. This conversation is over.
Fine, be that way. But don't think I didn't notice how smug you looked when your dad mentioned your fancy new car at dinner.
I wasn't being smug. I was happy because my father was proud of me, that's all.
Everyone was so impressed with you. It's always Sarah this, Sarah that. Perfect Sarah and her perfect car and perfect career.
That's enough. I'm going to bed now. Good night, Megan.
Fine, be that way, but you should let us take it for a spin when you get it. Kevin would love to ride in his auntie's fancy car. Hey, Sarah, show me your new car.
What? Show you? What are you saying? I'm working right now.
It's fine to borrow it during your work, right? Planning to keep it all to yourself?
Keep it to myself? That's not what this is about, Megan. What have you been saying since yesterday?
Don't tell me you haven't driven it yet.
That's right, I haven't driven it yet. So even if you asked to see it, that's impossible.
Where did you buy it again? When is the delivery?
Why are you asking so much? It's this Saturday. I bought it at the showroom in front of the station.
Ah, that place! I've passed by there so many times, full of super expensive foreign cars. It makes me angry every time I see it. All those people test driving look so rich too. Really rich people are so annoying.
I wouldn't know about that.
Big sis will test drive it for you first.
What?
You just want to show off, right? So I'll play along. Let me drive it first.
Absolutely not. I refuse. This is my dream car, you know? There's no way I'd let you drive it first. That's enough already. Excuse me.
Why are you being so selfish? This is why people don't like you at family gatherings. Always keeping to yourself.
I'm at work, Megan. This conversation is inappropriate.
Fine, but I bet if I asked Brian to talk to you, you'd let him drive it first.
This isn't about playing favorites. This is my car that I paid for. Nobody drives it before me.
So stuck up. Your parents spoiled you too much growing up.
My parents have nothing to do with this. I worked for this car myself.
I remember how your parents always bragged about your grades and gave you everything while Brian had to work part-time jobs. No wonder you think you're better than everyone.
That's completely untrue. Please stop messaging me at work. I need to focus.
Brian gets me. He knows how difficult you can be.
Really? I highly doubt that. Goodbye, Megan. Brian, I'm getting tired of Megan's aggressive messages. Can you tell her to stop soon?
Yeah, well, I'm having trouble too. She's telling me to buy a foreign car. As long as Megan keeps spending money like water, that's completely impossible. I can't even save up. When I asked her how she plans to buy one, she completely ignored that. She basically ignores everything I say.
I see. Sorry about that.
If only Dad hadn't said that unnecessary stuff. He must have been really happy that you could afford a luxury car.
Yeah, so I can't really blame him.
But saying it in front of show-off Megan led to this. Why do I have to be nagged about buying a foreign car when she can't even drive? What's the point?
Huh? She can't drive? What do you mean?
Since you're so cheeky, so I tested it out for you.
Megan, what are you talking about?
But good thing I tested it. This car is way too difficult to drive. This is what happened.
Huh? What is this photo? It's completely wrecked.
It was cheeky for you to buy a luxury car, so I test drove it first. Got in an accident and totaled it. Oops, sorry.
But the delivery is next week, though?
Huh?
What car is this? It's wrecked. What's going on?
Huh? What are you saying? This is your car, right? Sarah, you said today was the delivery day. So I made a test drive reservation.
But because of my work schedule, the delivery was moved to next week. I'm away on a business trip now.
What? Why didn't you tell me such an important thing? I believed what you said.
Wait. So what if you believed me? Making a test drive reservation because you believed me is also strange. They wouldn't let you test drive the car I've purchased that's scheduled for delivery, right?
But it said BMW.
You think there's only one BMW in this town? There were several at that showroom too. By the way, I just got a phone call. You made a test drive reservation using my name? Are you sane?
Huh? How did they find out so fast? Well, but you have insurance that covers this, right? Handle this quietly so I don't get embarrassed, okay?
This is why talking to an irrational person is so exhausting.
Huh? What does irrational mean?
Anyway, I don't know what you mean by insurance, but there's no way I would have insurance on a car you arbitrarily reserved using my name, right? I only have insurance on my car scheduled for delivery, and that starts from the delivery date, so this has nothing to do with me.
Huh? But this car is damaged. What should we do?
Actually, weren't your driving privileges suspended?
What? How do you know that?
Brian told me. He said, how would you drive when you haven't even reapplied for your license?
I have to take classes again. It's a bit difficult. Though I haven't taken them yet. I'm confident in my driving abilities, so it's fine.
Well, judging from that photo, you don't seem fine at all. The car is completely wrecked, right? And this, looking closely, isn't this an M4?
What's that? What?
It's a type of BMW. This is quite expensive, you know. How do you plan to pay for totaling this car? And weren't you with someone else?
No, I just got in the car in a hurry.
By the way, don't they check the driver's licenses? Did you run away after getting in, then crash, and then contact me?
You could say that.
And you used my name fraudulently, right?
I didn't mean to misuse it.
You thought if you used my name, you could test drive my car? Unbelievable. This is so stupid.
Shut up! I'm having a hard time here. What are you going to do about this? You didn't tell me the delivery date changed.
Are you an idiot?
Huh? Sarah?
Wake up a little. Think calmly. You might realize how shallow, stupid, trashy, and criminal you are.
Hey, isn't that going too far with your brother's wife?
Whatever. It's a waste of time talking to an idiot. You're causing trouble for the dealership, using my name without permission. I need to contact some people.
Wait, hold on. What should I do?
How should I know? Just stay there, you worthless piece of trash. You can't do anything anyway, right?
You're being so cruel. This is all a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding? You deliberately used my name to test drive a car when your license is suspended. Then you crashed it. What part of this is a misunderstanding?
I thought it was your car. I was trying to surprise you.
By crashing my car? How would that be a surprise I'd want?
I didn't plan to crash it. That was an accident.
The only accident here is that you thought you could get away with this.
You need to help me. We're family.
Family doesn't commit fraud using each other's names.
It wasn't fraud. I just borrowed your identity for a minute.
That's literally what fraud is.
The dealership people are saying something about calling the police.
Of course they are. You committed multiple crimes.
You have to tell them it was a misunderstanding, that I had your permission.
Absolutely not. I will not lie to cover up your crimes.
Brian will be so angry. Think about what this will do to our family.
You should have thought about that before you did this.
Hey, Sarah, can you really not help me? Something really bad is happening.
I bet. Have you calmed down? This is obviously going to be bad, you criminal trash.
Don't talk to me like that. What should I do? Brian is making some calls now. He told me I don't have to do anything.
That's not out of kindness, but because he's completely fed up. Dealing with you is a waste of time. Nothing gets resolved, and he knows he's the only one who can handle this. But ultimately, you'll have to take responsibility.
Responsibility? For what?
Huh? You still don't realize? I don't understand. You drove without a license, and you were drunk driving, just like last time when your license was revoked.
Drunk driving? I only had a little to drink before going out.
You don't need to make excuses to me. It's pointless. Plus, you caused me trouble by making a fraudulent test drive application. At the very least, won't you get a prison sentence for driving without a license and drunk driving?
Huh? Prison? You're kidding! You mean going to jail?
That's what I think, but I don't know what will happen in the end. Maybe if you pay a fine, you won't have to go to jail, but do you have that kind of money?
I don't, but maybe Brian could arrange it.
Hey, how stupid are you? That's not all you'll need to pay for.
Huh? Not all? What do you mean?
Did you forget about the display car you wrecked? You'll have to pay for that too. Do you realize it's an amount you can't pay without going into debt?
I actually forgot for a moment. I guess people really do forget things when they panic too much.
That's not something you should forget. You have too little sense of guilt for what you've done.
Hold on, there's too much information. What should I do?
That's not all. I think there will also be compensation for business damages to the dealership. And should I also claim compensation for defamation against me?
Hey, why are you so angry? We're family, right? Don't you understand me? I didn't think this would happen. I just meant it as a little prank. I thought it was unfair that only you get to drive a foreign car.
Unfair? What is? Let me be clear. I worked hard, earned money, and saved up to buy something I like for myself. What's unfair about that? What does this have to do with you? You haven't done anything yourself. You're just a stay-at-home mom who spends my brother's money having fun.
I take proper care of my child. Being a housewife is tough too, you know.
I understand that housewives have a hard time with childcare and housework, but you dump most of the childcare on Brian too, right? Even when your child had a fever, Brian got the call and had to leave work early to pick him up, apparently.
Because picking up is Brian's job.
Even though you're a stay-at-home mom, making Brian do it is strange, right? I've concluded that you're not even doing your job as a housewife properly. I never thought you'd mess up this badly, though.
Isn't there something we can do?
Do what? Do you still think something can be done about this situation? The only thing you can do is keep your distance to minimize the negative impact on your child, right? Now, excuse me!
Wait! Don't go yet! The police are here now! They're asking me questions I don't know how to answer!
Then tell them the truth, for once in your life.
But the truth sounds so bad!
Because what you did is bad.
They're asking about blood alcohol levels and how I got access to the car without a license.
And those are reasonable questions given what you did.
Sarah, please! I'll do anything. I'll apologize. I'll never bother you again. I'll even pay you back somehow for the trouble.
It's too late for that. You need to face the consequences of your actions.
I can't go to jail. What about Kevin? He needs his mother.
You should have thought about that before you decided to drive drunk without a license.
You're so heartless. I always knew you hated me.
I don't hate you. I'm just not going to enable your reckless criminal behavior.
Brian isn't helping me either. He's just standing there looking disappointed.
As he should be. You've put him in an impossible position.
My life is over. All because of a stupid car.
No, all because of your stupid decisions.
This is too much. Sorry for the trouble.
It's not for you to apologize, Brian. I'm happy because my car was safely delivered.
I see. That's good.
Oh, sorry. I know you're going through a lot.
No, it's fine. It's partially my own fault, too.
Your fault? Not Megan's, but yours?
Yes, it was the same with her previous drunk driving. I just paid the fine and only told her to be careful. I should have taken it more seriously back then. What she has is almost like a disease. I knew it, but tried not to see it. I didn't want to make it a big issue, so I avoided it. But as a result, it's become this major incident, and I regret it.
Well, this is quite a major incident. What will you do now? The compensation, you can't afford to pay it, right?
Yeah, I've already contacted her parents, and they'll handle it somehow.
Oh, so that means...
Hey, Sarah! This is terrible! Brian is saying nonsense about divorcing me. I'm Kevin's mother, and he's saying he'll take custody. Is he planning to make me pay child support? That's the worst! Taking my child away from me.
What are you saying?
Even if you don't have children, you're a woman, so you understand what I'm saying, right?
I don't understand anything. I don't want to understand how you can blame my brother in this situation.
But I thought Brian loved me. It's too cruel to be abandoned like this. After supporting him as a housewife all this time. If he's going to divorce me, I'll demand alimony.
Do what you want. It doesn't concern me.
Why are you so indifferent? This all started because of what you said.
What did I say?
You shouldn't have brought up the BMW issue at the family dinner. Then none of this would have happened. So the source isn't me, it's clearly you.
If you're serious, that's pathetic. By the way, I wasn't the one who brought it up. It was my father.
Whatever.
It's not whatever. You're trying to shift responsibility to me, right? I'm telling you that there's nothing I can be blamed for. You envied my new car, got jealous, imagined things, and ruined everything yourself, right? If Brian has finally made a decision, I support him. You should have divorced much earlier, honestly.
Why? I thought you'd be on my side.
What? Why would I be on your side in this situation?
I thought women could understand each other. Why don't you understand? I've had a hard time too.
I don't want to hear your life story. Let me be clear. People who drive drunk are the worst of the worst. You're lucky your accident was only property damage. I mean, of course it's terrible for the dealership and sales staff, but have you ever thought about what if you had involved someone else in that accident?
I was drunk.
Right, exactly. You acted in a state where you couldn't think clearly and could have caused significant harm to others. If you can't reflect on this, you're truly finished. Imagine if the victim had been your son, Kevin.
Victim? That's so dramatic.
It's not dramatic at all. There was a real possibility after all.
I don't even want to think about that.
So, you still care about your son. Then you need to reflect and work hard so you can meet him again someday. Otherwise, you might never see him again, you know? A criminal like you. Also, you kept saying casting pearls before swine to me, but isn't it a waste for good people like my brother and Kevin to be with someone like you? I think that's more like casting pearls before swine, don't you?
You're being so cruel. I just made one mistake.
One? You've been driving without a license for months. You got drunk and decided to drive. You used my identity fraudulently. You crashed an expensive car. Then you tried to blame everyone but yourself. These are multiple mistakes.
The judge said I might have to serve actual jail time. Do you know how humiliating that is?
Actions have consequences, Megan.
My parents are furious with me.
At least they're taking responsibility. You should follow their example.
I might not see Kevin for months. He's going to forget about me.
Brian would never let that happen. He's a good father who wants Kevin to have a relationship with his mother, despite everything.
I don't know what I'm going to do when I get out. Everyone knows what happened. It was in the local news.
Use this as an opportunity to reflect and change. Get help for your drinking. Take the required classes to eventually get your license back properly. Prove to everyone, especially Kevin, that you can be better.
Do you think Brian might take me back if I do all that?
I can't speak for my brother, but I think that ship has sailed. Focus instead on being the best co-parent you can be when this is all over.
I never thought my life would turn out like this.
Few people do, but it's never too late to make better choices.
The divorce took time, but it's finally resolved. She seems to be able to think calmly about Kevin and what she's done. At least a little.
I see. That's good. It was really tough after that, wasn't it? The media coverage meant Megan couldn't run away. The incident became known to everyone around her. And she lost all her friends, right? Even her parents were appalled, you said.
Yeah, that finally woke her up, I think. But Kevin and I can't deal with her anymore. We can't accept a criminal back into our family until we're sure they've properly rehabilitated. At least I can't see her as my wife anymore. I'm glad her parents understood too. If they were as crazy as her, we'd be in real trouble.
They helped with the compensation, right?
Apparently they gathered money from relatives. It was a large sum, so I think they took out loans too.
As long as you and Kevin aren't burdened, that's good.
Yeah. I thought it would be harder as a single father, but nothing's changed. Or maybe it's easier? It's one less person to make a mess.
That's good then, Brian. It'll be tough, but let me know if you need help. Brian and Megan divorced, and Megan began serving her sentence. I hear she's gradually rehabilitating. Even if she does reform, I think after she gets out, she won't be able to return to her previous lifestyle of going out all the time due to the massive debt repayment. But I heard she's looking forward to reuniting with Kevin, which surprised me that even someone as crazy as her still has motherly feelings. The family apologized to the dealership and paid compensation. The accident resulted in her license being completely revoked, so she can't drive unless she gets a new license. Well, someone like her is probably safer without a license. I've completely cut ties with this person and decided to forget about her. I'm enjoying driving my precious M3 today too. I'm inappropriately glad that my car wasn't touched by that crazy woman.